two very important and I think the most popular signages. One is Umbwa Kali, the other one is Hakuna Kazi. It is time as a country, as a society, as a people, as a nation, that we begin to think about the investment we are making in our education, in our young people. I was asking the minister here earlier, we spend a third of our budget, 650 billion shillings every year, in educating our children, in primary school, in secondary school, in our TVETs, in our universities. Yet, after we have invested 650 billion shillings every year, we have refused to think what will happen to this huge resource when they get out of either school or college or university. That is why we have 5 million young people today who do not have jobs, yet we have spent huge amounts of resources to get them where they have got. And it is the reason why in this year's budget we are asking ourselves, how are we going to create 5 million jobs? How are we going to make meaning of the 650 billion shillings we spend every year to educate our children? How do we allow such huge resource, educated at great expense, to go to waste because we have not organized how they are going to get jobs, how they are going to deploy their knowledge, how they are going to deploy their talent? And that is why we have a plan on the employment of the young people in our budget this year, so that SSA will not have to tell us hakuna kazi. It is the moment that we begin to create those jobs. I also have listened very carefully on the girls who said sana si manga or something like that, you know, Wajia, from Wajia. Tuwapige makofi jameni. You know, that we should be able to appreciate that some of our children have talents in other areas. Some of our children, when they come forward, when they step forward, for those of us who are parents, for those for our community, that they are good artists, that they have talents in different, gifted in a different way, that we should not treat them as though ni watu manga. And I can confidently say, in my team, I have many who are graduates who have been in this space. Chipukeezy is here, you know. For those who think Chipukeezy is doing this for fun, I want to tell you, I pay Chipukeezy. And he is not cheap. This guy, you know, the Secretary General of the ruling party, Cleo Malala, is a product of art. KJ here, a member of parliament, second term, is it? Second term member of parliament of Dagoretti South, is a product of art and creative economy. Dennis Itumbi here, that young man, is a product of the creative space. You know, so we have many who have graduated from that space. And I want to tell our young girls, young children here today, that you too have a future if you can perfect, if you're disciplined, if you can perfect the arts space. And it is the reason why I was deliberate when forming government on matters creative economy. I did consolidate many of the art issues around the Ministry of Sports and Art under Babu Namwamba. But I also gave him instructions that we cannot leave our children behind. That is why we are spending money from the